Why a white-only community?
Well, many white Americans are afraid that our identity is under threat.
This insane clip is of Eric Orwell, co-founder of Return to the Land, a group that bought 160 acres in Arkansas to create a whites-only town.
When we say white-only, what if a Jewish person, what if I come in and say, I'd like to join this community?
Well, you're welcome to apply. Admissions decisions are made on a case-by-case basis. We do view Jewish origins as having their roots in the Near East, and so they wouldn't fall into the category of European heritage.
No Jews, no LGBTQ plus folks. Basically a cult for white supremacy. Now they're creeping into Missouri like black mold, rotten, dangerous, and hoping no one notices.
There's no gays, no Jews, and no blacks.
Hey, what the hell? It is 2025.
Sir, this ain't got nothing to do with you. We're talking about where we live.
Where?
In the woods and the hills in Arkansas, and you can't come.
Have fun.
You don't have to be offended by this at all. Like, this has nothing...
I don't even know how to saw anyway.
What does sawing have to do with anything that we just...
You said you can saw. So
We said Arkansas.
same thing. Hey, have fun in your racist treehouse.
We're not racist. We're not trying to keep anybody down. We're trying to preserve our community, and we don't want y'all in it. That's all
Listen,
we're saying.
sir,
That's
as
all.
soon as you said woods and hills, I already knew that you guys had a scheduled bonfire and flute concerts. I'm good. But quick question, though. What is the name of this little barefoot utopia? So I know to close my nose when I drive past.
It's called Return of the Land.
Return of the Land?
Yes.
That sounds like a last step in a cult handbook.
Well, he's not wrong.
You know what? I'm going to return to my car.
Okay, jokes. Here's a
Oh, man. Have fun in White Africa.
Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. If you're new, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. So guys, in this video we're gonna be exposing the all white town that is being constructed in Arkansas. And to make matters worse, it's like they are creeping into Missouri. It's like they are going to be expanding anytime soon. This is ridiculous to me, but I don't care. As a black woman, I don't care. I know why they're doing it. I know they are hate-filled, and it makes sense for them to be alone. That will save us a lot, other than us having to deal with Karens, you know, dealing with racists. You know, it makes sense for them to be put away, and they are putting themselves away, and that's what makes life even more beautiful. I'm gonna be sharing with you videos from TikTok of different people reacting to this insanity. You know, in the world that, you know, that is this developed, you would think that people would put race aside and work together and encourage each other, motivate each other, support your neighbor. But when you have people like this in your society, and they come out and say they are setting up their own town, as long as they put signs on their town so people know to keep away, I have no problem with it. I'm going to be sharing with you these videos. Please leave your thoughts and opinions about this topic. I know it's been going viral and you've seen it. So yeah, they are really serious about setting and starting up their own town. Oh my God, it's like we're getting back into the 1800s. You can't make this up. Hate is real. Like, to me, racism is like a disease. It's like an addiction that you can't do away with. There's no medication for it. Just maybe God can save you and give you some spirit of love in yourself. Anyways, let's dive right into these videos. Thank you for watching.
I support the idea of a whites-only town, but only because I want those racist bigots out of my fucking city. If all of the racists live in one little town, honestly, you're doing us a community service because we don't want you here. It's so funny to watch white supremacists get pressed over the fact that we don't give a fuck that they are creating their own little whites-only town. Like, if you're gonna be a racist bigot, honestly, I think the best thing you can do is go create your own little town so we don't have to fucking deal with you. If all of the bigots live in one town, I know where to avoid and who not to talk to. At that point, you're doing community service.
Funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas, black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, Popo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, because I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shade, that's facts. So the question is again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes, I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold a press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Because truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
Someone who's lived in Arkansas his whole life, I gotta ask, are y'all really surprised about this all-white town being built? That's northern Arkansas. If you know anything about northern Arkansas, you know people of color, and especially black people, we don't play up there. Black people in Arkansas are in a couple of key spots. So a lot of us are concentrated in central Arkansas, right? That's the Little Rock, North Little Rock area, Jacksonville, Sherwood, Conway, a couple of us over in Benton. You got northeast Arkansas, that's over there in Jonesboro, and usually a lot of black people go to Jonesboro because of ASU. Either that or they're from Memphis, West Helena, Osceola, Blytheville. You got Newport, you got a lot of folks up there. Northwest Arkansas, where you get Fayetteville, you got Fort Smith over there, you got a few of us over in Rogers. But then you go down to southern Arkansas, that's where the majority of us are. As a matter of fact, that's where a majority of us in the central Arkansas area are from. Naturally, you got Pine Bluff, shout out to the city. You got Gould, McGee, Dumas, El Dorado, Texarkana, Crossit. Shout out to them boys from Magnolia. Like, we are real life scattered across the southern part of Arkansas, on into Mississippi, down into Louisiana, over into Texas. But that northern part, that northern central part of the state, we don't play up there with them people. Because a lot of y'all don't realize in the central part of northern Arkansas, a lot of those towns up there, they're only like 5 to 3% away from being all white. Like I said, we let them play by themselves. The Ozarks, you out your mind. As a matter of fact, there's a way to get to Missouri a whole lot faster if you go through places like Harrison, Arkansas. I go the long way around, all right? I'm going to be over there in Jonesboro, and then I'm going to make my way up. But yeah, man, them anti-vaxxers, bro, they ain't nothing but a liability to the people. All right? Let them play by themselves. Let them do what they're going to do. Let that community be what it is. They leave them alone, all right? Take the attention off of them. Turn the camera off.
Sorry, I can't sleep. I was just thinking about that. That white-only town they're building in Arkansas, and I'm just thinking to myself, isn't Arkansas already a state that just has, like, redneck white people in it? Like, they could have the entire state. Like, we don't want it. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go to your white-only community. I'm a white man. I want nothing to do with that. That sounds awful. That sounds like only wearing American Eagle for the rest of your life. they're all going to name their children after Sydney Sweeney. it's so... Who comes up with these ideas? Like, God, and now they're upset that, like, nobody cares. Okay, girl.
Hot take, I don't have a problem with them having a white-only town or community. They have one already in Arkansas. It's a members-only community, and they're thinking about doing one in Missouri. But, see, my only thing is, if you guys are going to do it, you need to do it the right way. Like, why stop at a town? You need an island. You know, somewhere you can escape the horrors of woke people and colored people and gay people that want basic human decency and equality and justice. Like, ew, you know? Somewhere far, I don't know, maybe the Epstein Island, you know? Since Trump did say he was a terrific guy, I think it's only fitting that you take your king with you and, you know, build the walls. You can keep all of us colored people and woke people out of it. And then that way you guys can live in the 1950s freely without us bothering you. But I don't know. That's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I feel like you guys need to think bigger. Like, why would you want to be in a country that is so diverse?
People need to raise the alarm. They're starting an all-whites town in the Ozarks and Arkansas. Yeah, they don't want no non-white people, non-Christian, LGBTQ, Jews. They're saying that you have to have a DNA test to live there that leads back to your ancestry being European. That's not crazy at all, is it? Well, they speak on rhetoric that they want to be able to choose their neighbors and they want to preserve white American culture. I mean, but you have to have ancestry of Europeans. So why don't you just, all that money that's being spent, why don't you just go back to fucking Europe at this point like you tell everyone else? Now, this man that's ahead of this, he's trying to expand to Missouri, guys. How is this even allowed? He said it's a members-only association where they pay a fee and that's how they're getting away with it. Doesn't the power of the president have the ability to stop this? Like, this is clearly wrong, but this is the type of people that he encouraged. Now, I recall all throughout history when Black Americans tried to start their own community, their own economy and stuff like that, it got burnt down. Their towns got burnt down to smithereens. How the hell in 2025 are we allowing in the Ozark and Arkansas for them to build a whites-only community? I can't believe it, man. It's just unreal to me. Like, I'm having trouble. And it's just not Black Americans that can't live there. It's everybody. If you're non-white, if you don't have European ancestry, you are not allowed there. And he's planning on expanding. This is turning the clock back in history. The discrimination, the hate. This is absolutely unreal. And people are going to just let it happen. That's the way I see it. With that being said, guys, make sure you like this video, comment. Let me know what you guys think. And as always,
how many lawsuits have we gotten so far? None? No one wants to sue us. Have they not heard? We're making a whites-only community in Arkansas. No one cares. No one else is allowed. We are not allowing anyone else but whiteys, like solid white people. No one with melanin in their skin cares. Do you think they just didn't understand? They do understand and they're actually happy about it. But did they hear that we're not even taking Jews? Even the Jewish community is happy about it? Don't understand. Are you sure you're reading it right? What are they saying? They're saying take as many people as you can. They don't want to be the people we're taking. No. Segregation is supposed to make people mad. Not this kind of segregation. Okay, I mean, do they know about Missouri? They said we can have Missouri as well. Wow, Arkansas and Missouri. What about what we're calling it, return to the land? They're laughing at that. Okay, so what do you think we should do? Get more segregated? Not let women and children into the community? Well, then who would we victimize?
I heard about that whites-only community over there in Arkansas. From what I'm hearing, you got to be a specific brand of white person to even get in, bruh. They say they only accepting white people that wear the polo golf shirts. You got to wear them. Khaki shorts, 6 inches above the knee at all times. They say they going around with a tape measure, and at any point, if your shorts come any lower than 6 inches above the knee, you automatically excluded from the community, bro. That's what they say. And then they say you got to wear Sperry's, bro. That is the fit, bro. The polo shirt, khaki shorts above the knee, and Sperry's. They got a dress code in the community. Hey, that's just what they say, bro. I ain't saying that's just what they say, y'all. So, you know, I don't want to be around them type. You know, it's really like the kooks. Y'all remember from Outer Banks, bro? You got the kooks and then the pogues. They say they only accepting kooks. So, you know, if you wanted to po white folk or you like redneck, no, none of that, bro. But no, none of that. You got to be this specific type in order to get in.
So for those of you that plan on moving to Arkansas to build the ricotta cheese only town, go ahead and do it. Do it. And don't be so concerned about why we're concerned about why you want to do it. We're actually not. The only concern that we have is, when are you going to call us to help you pack so that you could get there quicker? Because we could give two shits. But I have two conditions, though, for you guys to move. When you do move and you create that town, make sure that it's a town that you can't come out of, and the only people that could come in is more of you. I mean, when you think about what you need to come out for, you have no reason to come out. So make sure that you have everything that you need. And speaking of everything that you need, condition number 2 is get rid of all the things in your life that were created by black people, brown people, Spanish, whatever, that made your life a whole lot easier. Get rid of all those things and see how long you last. And you'll find yourself being preoccupied with what your neighbor's doing, because your whole existence was based on what we did. And now that you won't have us to observe and watch and lie on and whatever, see how long you last going against your neighbors.
Are we seriously mad about people wanting to have a whites-only community? Let's not forget the fact that we always label things black own this and black own that. So a white man, Eric Arwal, wanted to establish his own town for his own people, white people. He wanted to control who he had as neighbors. His goal is to preserve the purity of his culture and traditions. So what are we mad for? Let's not forget, a couple years ago, Ashley Scott and Renee Walters got together and created their own community, their own black community. They wanted to create generational wealth and keep their legacy and culture. So I'm confused. What's the problem when the white people want to do it? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to try to bring up history and that victimization mentality. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That happened many years ago. We're talking about now. We're not going to continue to bring up the past. At one point, we did have Black Wall Street. And yes, it was destroyed. However, we had the ability to rebuild, and we didn't. We were defeated. So we're not going to continue to play the victim. This is a voluntary self-segregation, not a forced one.
So the other day I made a video talking about the all-white town in Arkansas, and I asked what the motive was behind making that town. And I had a lot of mixed comments about, we didn't really give a fuck, which I said I didn't care. And then we had some people talking about, the town in Georgia, and they wanted us to react the way that they reacted about the town in Georgia. Apparently they burnt that bitch down. Y'all wanted us to burn your town down? What the fuck kind of shit is that? As if you guys held that much space in our fucking brain. We don't give a fuck about what y'all are doing. That's the crazy part. Black people do not give a fuck about what other people are doing but other black people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We live in y'all head rent-free, bro. Rent-fucking-free. Don't nobody bother y'all. Don't nobody say shit to y'all. I'll speak if you're speaking to me, but I ain't about to go out of my motherfucking way to speak to nobody. What the fuck kind of shit is that? We live in y'all head rent-free. And it's getting to a point where y'all are obsessed. Y'all are obsessed with us. That's the point. And y'all stay pulling on the point, well, when black people move into a neighborhood, the value go down. The values that y'all created? Oh, okay. Yeah. As if black people can't have money too. Black people can't fucking congregate too. See, that's the problem.
I just saw a video of this dude being like, yeah, black people are mad about that all-white town in Arkansas. They're so mad. That's one of the things I hate about social media, dude. Because the only people I've seen talk about this shit are non-black people, specifically other white people. They going on their little rants, they talking about it, rightfully so, because the shit crazy. But ain't no black people just mad, bro. It's like they'll see the white skin on the person who's mad about something and then will still say black people are so mad about this thing, and it's just so crazy how they're mad about this thing, bro. Please.